All right, I had to get some more shots of this thing. Um, this is after I've got it home, and I did just about as much cleaning on it as I'm willing to do. It's got a lot of algae stain on it, and it's the material in the middle of this is kind of rougher, I guess, for a lack of better words. So it's pitted, and all those little pits are filled with little dots of algae. But all I did was just gently scrubbed it with a soft toothbrush and some water and Dawn dish detergent, and that's probably all I'm going to do to it. Um, anyway, I wanted to show this off a little bit more. The material in the middle, I'll show you what I mean by the middle. See how there's a kind of a smooth section up here of more inner material, and same with the bottom there. Well, there's a band of this white material that I guess is almost like a cortex, and it's all through here on this side, but just through there on that side. This side's got a little bit of a stack right there. I can't tell if there's any grinding. It feels pretty well serrated the whole length of the thing. Maybe some right through there, maybe. And if anything, the base probably has a little bit of grinding. This is the show side here. This will be the display side. It's really hard to see the flaking pattern, but on this nice side, they kind of come this way. They kind of overshoot a little bit on this side, I think, and then they're coming up and meeting in the middle on that side. I'll try to get a light on it. Really nice flaking on this side. This side is decent, actually, too. A little bit more random on this side. It's actually fairly uniform, except for down here where they ran into that stack. But it's pretty well the same on this side. Actually, now that I'm really looking at it, the flaking is not bad at all on this side. This thing is, get my light turned off. It's pretty much razor sharp the whole length of the blade, and the tip is just about needle tip as well. It's very sharp. This is still a killing blade right here, just as it is. I mean, you could haft this thing and launch it with an atlatl and take down a cow with it. It's very, very sharp still, which is very impressive. I don't know if you could see this or not, but it is pressure flaked. It's very finely serrated. Anyway, this is pretty much, oh, let's just slide down. What else can I say? There it is, guys. Oh yeah, one more thing I wanted to show you guys. Some of you had expressed a desire to see this one compared to my last agate basin. So we'll go get it out of the old display cabinet here. And there it is, right there. Carefully. This is my displays. It's hard to film because there's glass. It's on glass and then it's mirrors behind it, so it's kind of confusing. There's some of that stuff there too. And then there's some metal detecting stuff too from past days and hunts. This is a solid silver julep cup made in Boston in the 1850s. Pure coined silver. It's one of my best metal detecting finds. Okay. Get that out of the way. All right, so there they are. You can tell, obviously, this one is significantly larger, which is really cool. Pretty neato, huh? Stick around for one more thing. I want to show you something that my uncle made for me. Oh yeah, before I show you that, if you didn't happen to see the video where I found this and this, two separate videos, I will put a link to the description below here. You can check it out and you can watch that video if you want to, and you can watch this video where I found that one. All right, so my uncle, he gave this to me. He made me a poking stick for flipping arrowheads. Look at this thing. Now this is really fancy. To me, I kind of want to keep this as decorative because I'm afraid I'd forget it and lose it or break it or something. But you got to see this. So you see how it's all twisted like that? It's all polished down and twisted. He did that by, if I understand correctly, he grew this stick, whatever this plant or little tree was, around a steel cable. He kind of trained it around a steel cable, and it took a really long, he has a bigger one than this that took him 15 years for it to grow around that steel cable. And then he pulls that cable out of there and polishes it all down, and it makes this really cool, gnarly looking stick. But look up here at the poker on the tip of this thing. It's a little tiny deer antler. And then this beaded guy here, sorry, it's hard to film this with one hand. This little paddle thing here, that's made out of wood. Obviously I can't do this because I'm inside, and I don't know how I'd film it anyway with me holding the camera. But you can spin this twirly bird around, and that little spinner right there will make a really loud buzzing sound, and it sounds like a giant, best way I could describe it is like a giant hummingbird, and it's really cool. Anyway, it may make an appearance out in the field, but it looks really good as a display item, and I'd hate to break this because it's just beautiful. Anyway, I hope you guys like seeing that. And thank you, Uncle Rick, for making this for me. I really like this a lot. Goes great here beside my display cabinet.